Morning, guys. Chuck B here, and today is starting out bad. So I know I did my rain day video talking about how I just skip along and suck it up the next week. So here we are at the next week, and actually I knew these lawns, my Wednesday lawns, since they're all push, I knew they were going to be really, they're going to be really overgrown. So far I'm good. I've only done a couple this morning. It's only 9 o'clock. However, I had temp agency in town set up for a helper today, because the guy that normally helps me in the summertime, high school kid, so still in school, so he's not available today. So I just set up just temp agency, send me a laborer, and it's expensive to set up a laborer. So I think my rate with this company was $18.70, like 78. It was an oddball number, 78, 76, something cents an hour. So it was pretty spendy. But today's going to be a rough enough day that I was like, I don't want to work until dark. It's going to be a lot of bagging today. It's all push. Lawns are just going to be just a bear. So I'm just going to suck it up and pay the man and get me some help today. So I set up everything, contacted them Friday. Today, I'm going to need help Wednesday and Thursday, because Thursday was I had some rain out on Thursday as well. So I just set up for 2 days. That way, first time using this company, that'd give me a chance trying them out, see how they do, see what kind of people they send me. Well, first off, I never got a confirmation when I sent my email. So then I call them on Monday, and I'm like, hey, just want to touch base. It's Monday evening. I was like, just need to touch base and make sure my email, somebody had got it. I'm set up for a helper this week. And the lady says, yes. Sorry, I apologize for not emailing you back. I just got busy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, no problem. You're on the schedule. Okay, not a problem. Cool. So last night rolls around, or yesterday rolls around, Tuesday, and I get a call, an email from the employment agency wanting to confirm that I do in fact need help today. Sorry guys, I gotta sneeze or blow my nose here. Allergies have been really bad last couple days, and that's me taking allergy pills. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so they, I call them back and I confirm. I'm like, yeah, well, we got a really good laborer for you. I was like, okay, well, they have experience in lawn care. So she reads me off this list of stuff they've done. None of it's lawn care, like warehouse work, and I worked a warehouse for many years, so warehouse work can be rough. So warehouse work, orchard work, pumpkin farms work, so they're used to working. They got the laborer thing down. So I'm like, all right, that person sounds fine. It's not a big deal. They're just going to be pushing the mower all day. So it's not like technical or anything. It's fine. So I just rethought my plan and just be like, all right, well, I'll just trim and they push. Well, I set it up to pick them up at 8 a.m. in the morning at the employment agency. 8 o'clock, okay, good to go. We're set up. I'll let them know when they get in tonight. They'll meet you there in the morning. What do they need to have? And I'm like, if they want to listen to music, they need to bring their own earbuds. Other than that, I have safety glasses, hats, safety vests, which I started wearing a safety vest now, guys. I just think it's a smart choice. Ear Pro, I've got, if they don't have earbuds, then I have, earplugs for them to wear. I have gloves, whatever. I've got the stuff that they need to have if they need my stuff. Okay, so I show up at 7:56, and it's almost like the employment agency saw me pulling into the parking lot, because I immediately get an email that says, "I'm sorry, we had a last minute cancel for your help today. Should we find someone else?" What is going on, guys? I finally at the end of my day. I don't know if you can see, it's not a huge pile of grass, but it's a full bed of grass, and that's just today. So, you know, it took me a while to get over it. I was pretty pissed off, man, that temp agency put me on the hung me out like that 4 minutes before I had to go pick somebody up. Still a little pissed. I won't use them. That kind of, you know, the only thing they would say was, do you want us to try and find somebody to fill that spot? I think that in itself was a stupid question. When they're the employment agency and I told them I needed a body, a laborer, and then they call me freaking 4 minutes before my start. Hey, by the way, that person called off, and would you like us to try and find somebody else? Can you find somebody in effing 4 minutes? I'm sitting in front of your office. Come on! It's probably a good thing that Google ad kicked in, because I was getting fired up, starting to rant. So anyway, guys, I got done in a freaking kick-ass time. I mean, considering how much grass I had to bag today, it's 4 o'clock, and it's starting to rain. So I got everything done, 4 o'clock. Now I just got to go get rid of this grass. I got to find a new place to dump grass. I don't know if I told you guys, I lost my dump spot. Now I'm kind of just bouncing around the places, getting rid of grass. It's a pain in the ass, but trying my best not to go to the dump and pay the freaking fees. They're outrageous, but that is coming. That is coming. But anywho, them being the employment agency, put me in a bind, and it not only motivated me to work faster and harder, but I really think outside the box, just do things different ways, I guess. Like I got my Z into a backyard that I didn't think I could. I still have to push the front yard because it's so tiny that it just would look like a big turnaround spot if I tried to put my 50 on it. But other than that, I got in the backyard, which the backyard's freaking big. And I don't know why I'd never thought about trying the 50 in that gate. I moved a couple trash cans out of the way and took my bagger off, the discharge chute thing, the tube. I got through the gate. Never thought I'd get through that gate. So, excuse me. That was good. That was a time pickup right there. Ran my route a little bit different. Got 2 pain in the butt yards done early. That way I didn't have to do them in the heat and just feel like I'm sucking ass while I'm doing. So that probably helped. And then I put my Z. Google ads. Stop it. Google ads. Google. Anyway, I put my Z on a lawn that I knew I could get it through the gate. It's got a huge swing gate. I probably, well, if I wasn't in such a rush, I would have taken some video. The Z should not be on a lawn that steep. I mean, it's a really big, it even feels a little wonky when you're going up it. The front end's teetering as I'm going straight up it. And I was going side to side at some points until probably the most treacherous part that the Z could get away from me, where there's a fence, a neighbor's building, and then the lawn I'm on, their irrigation system coming up out of the ground. That's where I started sliding. And you know, and if you've slid on a Z, you know, once it starts going, and it starts going. All I did was I pulled back on both of those, and I just hoped it caught, and I kind of did a slide around, and it caught to where the back wheels were uphill, and it caught and pulled me. Took me out of the skid, and I got up the hill. But no, did I stop mowing with it? No, I went around again. I kept going up and down the hill, and then I wouldn't go past that skid point, and then I got the push mower out and finished it. I don't know if that really saved me time or not. It made it a lot easier. I didn't have to work as hard. But doing it again, I don't think so. I think that one will sorry guys, I'm at my dump spot. I'm just trying to look how to get around some stuff that's in my way. Probably gonna come out here and get yelled at because I'm feeling his freaking. Usually I dumped out here a little bit last year. This guy, he makes compost with it, but he has very limited space, so and he fills up really fast, especially with the amount of grass I'm bringing him. Anyway guys, that's what was going on. I got through my day. I did it without having to spend 18 bucks an hour. I still got done at 4 o'clock. Load of grass. Little motivation is, I guess, all I needed, huh? Work a little harder, work a little smarter. So, anyway, guys, that's just a motivation for this week. And a little rant about what's going on with me. Yeah. I hope everyone has a great weekend and keeps pushing it and making money, and don't give up just because you're put in a bind. That would be the lesson learned for this week. Later, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, we are bringing the place to be. Yeah.